Hey guys, my name is Isis and welcome to my channel. This channel is going to be dedicated to books and all things books, basically. That's why it's called Biblio, Cricket Biblio, because that means books. And today I'm doing a review on The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. So we're going to get straight into this. There's going to be a part of this video that has no spoilers, and there's definitely going to be a part with spoilers to discuss. So honestly, my overall review of the book is, it's not my favorite. It's not my personal favorite. To me, it didn't have enough stuff happening in the book for me to completely enjoy it the way I like to enjoy books. And honestly, I give it about a 3 out of 5 stars. Just as an overall thing, like, I like the book, I just didn't love it. And I have the entire series, so once I read one book, I'm dedicated to it, because I already bought the whole series, so I'm gonna read it and get my money's worth out of these books. But okay, I'm just gonna get straight into the characters and what I think of them. So Ruby to me is a very basic character. I don't like her as much as I like the others. She to me doesn't have anything too special. Like, I understand she has this whole memory warping thing going on because of what she is, and I'm not gonna say anything in the spoiler section, but there's things, you know, how they have their own abilities, and there's things like that's an interesting thing about her, but otherwise nothing else to me is interesting about her. She's just not that interesting of a character. And in my mind, when I'm reading books, and like a lot of other readers, like most readers, can envision the characters, and for me, she does not have one single, like, I can't see her as anybody because she is not that important to me, which is kind of crazy because she is our main character. She is the person that we are seeing our point of view from, but for me, she's not that interesting. And when she's just by herself or thinking in the book in like the narrative way, I get very bored. But when it comes to Liam, I really like Liam. He is a strong character in this book, very strong character. And he's interesting, definitely. And it's funny because I view him as the one guy from Signing with a Chance, like the blonde kid. I don't know, he's in the show Mackenzie Falls, but I view him as him for some reason. I don't know why, but I really do like Liam. Liam is a nice character, and he's very protective over Zoo. And yeah, like, I don't really have that much of an opinion of him either. Like, he's a cool character, but honestly, my favorite character is Chubbs, because I love his whole pessimistic vibe, because like I relate to that very strongly. But I just kind of like his character. We see him evolve throughout the book. I can't have any spoilers, but we do see him evolve into this different kind of a character, and I think that is like the best thing that happened in this book. Almost his evolution of Chubbs, and the relationship with him and Ruby is very significant to me because it plays a role, I guess you could say. And then there's Zoo there. I think you say her name like Suzume, I don't know, but she's just kind of like an off character. Like, she doesn't speak, she's mute, so I don't really know a lot about her. We figure out more in the book. I'm not trying to give any spoilers, but to me, she's just kind of like a side character there that Liam and Chubbs kind of share this responsibility over. And it's not just like, oh, well, we have to take care of this little girl. It's like, that's their sister, and this is their like little family. So I'm not in. Ooh, I thought I heard anybody. I'm not entering into the spoilery section, so if you don't want to be spoiled, you should probably stop watching this video like right now. Okay, so spoiler section right now. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is Ruby and her being orange. Okay, for me, like, we obviously don't live in this world created in, you know, in this world, so I don't really see, you know, there's such dangers. I understand the dangers of being an orange or a red, but to me, I don't think it would be that big of a deal. Like how Ruby was trying so incredibly hard to hide the fact that she was orange from the group. It's just, to me, kind of a waste of time, because they have abilities too. You just have different kind of abilities. So I don't understand why she thought that they would think that she is a monster when they have abilities that can also hurt people too. Like, obviously she couldn't control it, and so I think it was a bit foolish of her character to really be worrying about that so much. And also, when they found out she was an orange, they didn't care. Like, they weren't gonna leave her on the road somewhere And that just kind of made me laugh a little bit while I was reading that, because like, really, Ruby, you didn't expect them to like not care. Like, obviously Liam is in love with you at this point. They don't care. Like, you're a part of the group. You've saved their lives like probably multiple times at this point. Okay, and so the next point in the book for me that has some type of substantial value is when they got to the camp where Clancy is. Oh, dear old friend Clancy. I found this part extremely boring. Honestly, I was skipping the pages in this part because nothing happened. Like, in this book, what really happened? Like, it was all leading up just to meet Slip Kid, aka Clancy. And as soon as they met him and they said, what's his name, Michael or somebody said, oh, well, we have to get permission for you to stay. I was like, nope, gotta go fast. Because I knew from that point Clancy is not who he said he was. When you literally have to have permission to go in or outside of the camp, that should tell you something is seriously bad there and you probably shouldn't be there. But I guess they didn't pick up on this as well as I did. But when we found out that Clancy was the opposite of what he said he was, I was not surprised. And it seemed kind of cliche to me just to, I mean, we had to have like some type of antagonist, but like, come on, like that, she could have made it a bit more clear, especially after he tried to, he didn't even try, after the whole kissing scene where he literally like forced a kiss upon her. It was very creepy. I was creeped out by that. Like, that was weird. And then after that, she runs to the shower and tries to push Liam away. Like, how stupid is that? Like, I honestly did not understand that. Like, wouldn't you want, you would want to leave at that point. I would tell Liam what just happened and I would get the heck out of there and never turn back. But this whole Clancy thing is really annoying to me. He's a very annoying person. I don't like him. I never liked him. Even while they were talking about him in the camps in Thurman, it was just, I never liked this kid. But I don't really see the benefit of this whole camp. Obviously there's no benefit, but I don't see the benefit of them staying for as long as they did, because I understand they were getting food and water and all of that, but it kind of just was a waste of time in the actual book because nothing happened. Like, we were literally there just so Ruby could, you know, train herself, and that to me was a complete this book, this is one of the many reasons why I kind of dislike this book, because that whole training thing was so it was so weird for me, because reading it happened like that. Like, one day she was automatically slipping into Clancy's mind, and with this whole put up a white curtain and then, you know, black them out, like that to me seems so like cheesy. Like, I don't know, it just seemed too easy for her to just grasp it. Like, I was hoping that she wouldn't be able to do this because that would lead to more stuff in the second book. If she wasn't exactly able to control it as much as she can now, that would cause some complications, but would cause some interesting things in the book. But that never happened because she just figured it out automatically. And the scene where she's in the warehouse, not the warehouse, but like the cafeteria with Clancy and the other girl, and she's literally slipping into his mind, that was so, he's supposed to be like a much stronger person, and for her to be practicing this power for only a month and to be able to overpower him and get out of there and leave and actually successfully get out of the camp, to me just seemed way too easy. Like, at least she could have, I feel like Alexandra Bracken could have written that in a way that they were there for a longer substantial amount of time than a month, because for her to grasp these powers to me that fast is kind of unrealistic. But you know, it's a fantasy book, right? So I guess I mean, what even is realism? And let's just talk about like this final chunk of book, that last 50 pages where you're like, this is gonna end really well. Like, oh my god, this is gonna end well. Psych, no, it's not. Chucks gets shot by the kid's dad, John's dad, whatever his name is, his dad. And I'm like, what? Okay, well, wow, okay, he's gonna die. Well, goodbye, Chubbs. Try not to cry. And then he gets swifted away to a hospital, and then Ruby freaking pushes the panic button, and so now we have to deal with Kate and Rob all over again. So basically, this entire book could have been avoided if she just went with Kate in the first place, because that's what ended up happening in the end of the book. And then she completely obliterates Liam's memory of her. And I'm like, what? Okay, I understand why she did that, because if not, Liam would not leave her. But I personally would like Liam to just join the Children's League and stay with her, because like the two of them together, not only are they really cute, like a romantic couple, but they can kick some butt. Like, come on, like if they work together, you know, I think it was completely useless for Ruby to do that, because how is he gonna get that memory of her back? How is he gonna remember? He's never gonna remember her. So like, it just pains me, because I know they're gonna somehow meet again, and then she's gonna like, and then she's gonna just so much. I'm already reading the next book, and I'm very upset right now. But overall, this book was okay. I will continue to read the whole dang series, but right now I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. Maybe the next book will be better than what it is, because I'm in the first 60 pages and I do not like it. Because just read it and you understand why. Maybe you won't. Here's another, I'm not gonna give you a spoiler for that book, but anyways, book was okay for me. It wasn't great, it wasn't horrible, it wasn't, you know, it was okay. I'll read the next books and I'll do a book review on them too if you guys want me to. Bye guys, see you next week.